Hello and welcome to my second game of the OTSL quaterfinals that I'm playing against Justin Abramson. And this time I'm playing as the USA. We've just played our first game like a second ago. If you watched it, then you know how it went. If not, then I will not spoil it for you. However, I'm really tempted to do so with this set of headlines, but I will refrain from doing so. I would really want to say something about... Oh man. Okay, sure. Okay, it's just one roll. I think I will respond to it immediately. Yeah, okay. Sometimes there's just not much to be done. Such a fucking joke. He wanted to lower the defcon again, so I suppose he may have decal. I hope not. Or D-stall. I hope he doesn't at least he could not have the access cards, right? That's like the bare minimum. Please? What is he thinking about? I guess he has D-stall. Let's see. I guess he didn't necessarily have to take a run immediately, but he didn't even... Like now entering Korea is a no-brainer, right? Like that should be pretty obvious. Unless he has, you know, some better options. Vietnam revolts don't look very good. It's not bad either, but not spectacular. Without access he cannot fight for Asia domination. Europe is probably out of his reach too. So it's hard for me to come up with an explanation for the time he's taking for this move. You fucking course. Oh man. I don't think I should have agreed to play this game immediately after the first one. This is probably not the state I should be in, but... Well, sure, since I already agreed to that, then I will continue. However, I'm really tempted to do some things I would regret later. Of course, I didn't overprotect Thailand, which means that he may take it over with China if he's willing to. But then first of all he gives up China, and second of all he lets me take France. Of course giving up China is not a problem for him, because of course I got the CIA, so it's not like he may die to DEFCON or anything, but at least his options will be a bit more limited in the upcoming turns. He may also use China to take France, which would be painful, of course, but it would at least clarify some things. I wouldn't be forced to overprotect Thailand, for example. Hopefully he doesn't space successfully now. I would love to take those two VPs. Yeah, that's reasonable. Sure, let's take Indonesia in case of decall. I could also go for additional France over protection. Don't think it could hurt. Maybe that's more important. Okay, this is a really poor hand. It's basically another dog shit hand. I mean, the first one wasn't terrible, it's just it turned out to be worthless because of the rolls and his cards, but at least I have Dag. The problem with Dag is that... Well, no, actually no, Dag is just okay here. I even have a source of millops and he doesn't. So that is fine. Oh well, okay, he may have Korean War, to be fair. But if he's forced to event Korean War, that's good for me. Okay, I'm glad. That means that he probably doesn't have defectors. I mean, he may have just wanted to get rid of Europe because he can't help to improve it. That's possible, but it looks like a common move looking for an opportunity to get rid of a bad scoring by defectors. The problem is that, I mean, so now obviously if he has decal, he just uses decal and takes everything, and there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Yeah. There is no good response to that, of course, so I guess I will use my glorious 2-ups to try realignments. And of course fail. I guess I'll try to hold in the pack. I really don't want to take Mexico. As long as I don't take Mexico, I don't have any presence in the mid-war battlegrounds of stability 1 or 2, so he doesn't have a convenient coup target. Spacing Suds goes now isn't good because blockade. Giving up Vietnam is probably worth a try. If he uses it in Southeast Asia, that's fine. He will not repair North Korea at least. And he won't get millops. And now I will have a choice between holding Indo-Pakistani war and spacing socialists, unless he plays blockade. I guess I will event Indo-Pakistani war regardless. Going for VPs is good. If I can somehow, by some unimaginable turn of luck, win this game quickly, that's probably the best shot I get. Nice ops. Okay. Reasonable, of course. Of course. How good is Purge? Is it better than defectors? Better than containment? Probably yes and yes. I could try holding it until the mid-war. I don't think there is a point though, let's go for it. I expect to see the goal from him. So even if that happens, Purge is basically just as good as defectors unless he has Europe scoring. But even if he does have Europe scoring, then he still has the 5-year plan, so he may just discard the scoring either way. So I have basically no hopes of getting anything from Europe this turn, which means that I don't really care about him temporarily disrupting my France control. And blockade and Korean War are just not impressive headlines, so that's why I chose Purge over defectors. Ironically, there are no good headlines for him left, because the best card he could headline now is Decol, but his position in both Africa and Southeast Asia is so overwhelming, like it's so stupidly one-sided that Decol doesn't even grant him that much, especially if he doesn't want to give me coup targets. It's just a couple of ops. Now he has to coup South Africa. Purge helps with it too. It's probably annoying for him that he needs to use at least a 3-op to get the full milops value needed for this turn. Unless he wants to event Korean War, of course, but then he still needs to coup to protect his African battlegrounds. Do I prefer to hold defectors or containment? I don't need to decide now. Okay, so I will be holding either defectors or containment, and I will space socialists. I have to give up Asia because there is absolutely nothing I can do. Okay, that's painful, but at least he didn't get a domination. That was a mistake, I should have used Cambridge 5. I don't know why I thought that NATO is gone, and I just after this card I realized that it's not. So now out of cards affecting Europe, where's Suez? So I could improve France once more. Okay, discarding Korean War. Or I could overprotect Angola once more. I don't think I need Ops that much now, and he knows about defectors, so I think using them is not stupid. Defectors are better when he doesn't know about them. This is finally a solid hand. Too many good events, too little good ops. But China is a card with a lot of ops, and I can use it and play cultural and maybe even hold some good headline for the next turn. I have to decide between all those fucking cards when it comes to headline though, because they are all pretty good headlines. Junta and Grain Sales come to mind first of all. Duck and Cover is also decent, but probably there is more potential to look for. I think Colonials are great as my last AR, so I can probably start with Grain Sales, unless I want to go for Junta. Grain Sales is more flexible, and Junta gives me a better chance of getting my way into South America. So maybe I could open up with Junta, play Colonials as my AR7, and play Grain Sales as my turn 5 headline. That's one way to look at it. It went as well as expected. Yeah, at no point could I have done anything about that. Alternatively, I could use Colonials now and then use the China card. Because if he doesn't overprotect... But do I even want to go for Thailand? No, probably not. Sure, then let's just take Mexico and Malaysia, I guess. Or if I'm not gonna play nuclear subs. Am I not gonna play them? Probably can't. Okay, I'll take Mexico with nuclear subs and see what happens then. I don't have to start with it. But maybe OAS is my AR7 play. And I hold cultural. No, I hold grain sales. So I space cultural? Okay, let's do this. Let's see how much gas he has left in his tank after the plays so far. Flipping one battleground in Africa basically grants me domination in the long run. I mean, okay, in the long run, until his next coup, but if I manage to headline grain sales next turn, then it will probably be a significant advantage for me in this region, so... Okay, he of course has another 4-up. At least this time he needs to give up something for it. So China doesn't really grant me much. Okay, I think the best I can do is just set up realignments, and if he doesn't have Che, then this is great for me. Because there are too many threats for him to answer, he can answer at most one of them. Okay, this is not Che, good. Unfortunately he succeeded, but I can still realign Algeria, which I will do. Another crazy hand for him. Iron wasn't bad either, but he got all the basically neutral or harmless cards. And OPEC, yep, good one. Sure, let's try realignments once more. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's suddenly plus 10, so I may lose this game this turn. Okay, so this is a bit of a tragic situation because I got Kennedy and a terrible scoring and all the blue cards, which means that his hand is red and I have to discard this scoring anyway, but the value is lost because I don't get to discard any red cards. So I guess at this point I kind of have to try fighting for South America, because if I'm forced to play Kennedy just to discard South America scoring, then this is just terrible for me. So I guess I will go for some kind of fight in South America. Still probably the best I can do though is just headlining grain sales and seeing what it gets me. Okay, Che is terrible. This is a joke. Okay, let's try to kill him with Defcon. Nice roll. I wonder what he's thinking about. The main problem he may have in the optimistic scenario is if he has the CIA. Okay, I take this all back. So I thought he's trying to not give me the China card. I mean, I thought he would try to play the China card now so that I cannot take it away if I had Nixon or Usuri, but instead he just gave it up like willingly, which basically means that he doesn't have the CAA. Or he has another plan of getting rid of it, like Salt or something. Regardless, let's try Missile Envy. Flower Power is good. He didn't defend against it, he could have. But for some reason he decided not to. Interesting. Why Usuri? Don't understand this play. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I think to look for some kind of breakthrough in this situation, I will just try realignments. I started with Cuba because he doesn't have a obvious way back there, and it looks a lot less suspicious. Realigning Cuba first doesn't scream at him immediately that I have South America scoring. Okay, that's nice. If he's forced to do that, that means that he's relatively weak. So I will probably play Containment, then Voice, then South America Scoring. Or I will even start with that. Okay. I managed to hold on to Ask Not, that's great. Okay, I'm glad I made the decision to take the kitchen debates, despite it being a disgustingly weak pull from grain sales. It shortened his hand, which was the point. Okay, I got both the CIA and Lone Gunman. This is absolutely disgusting. I got puppets, which may grant me some access to Paki and India, which is not bad. I got salt, which may get me something. I'm not sure what yet, but maybe something useful. Alliance is not looking well so far. Yeah, generally a dog shit hand. I could use Asknot though. I think using Asknot now is not silly. So I would basically discard all the weak cards, get something better. But like, maybe I just use the China card and hold Asknot and Gunman. Another value of eventing Kennedy is that I get to draw a bunch of additional cards, which may be Africa or Europe scoring, which are unknown right now. I don't have to decide immediately, thankfully. I may start with Salt, just so his coups of Africa are weaker. It's unclear though what I want to pick up. I could go for Perch, because Bear Trap is somewhere out there, but this is wishful thinking. Fucking CIA and Gunman, what the hell? I could event CIA now, but I feel like this is such a fucking waste. Puppets are good because they get me Pakistan and India. Then into Pakistani war is bad. Okay, what are his headlines? Ayante doesn't do much, Arab-Israeli war doesn't do much, South African unrest doesn't do much, Brezhnev is annoying but I cannot do anything about it, Quagmire. Against Quagmire, Salt is better than Kennedy, probably. Against Suez it doesn't matter a lot. He cannot fight me in France there, I guess, after Salt. Against Will Bury You, it's still probably Salt. Then I can use Salt to... Oh, there is no UN intervention. Then against Will Bury You, Kennedy is better because I can get UN with it? Sounds silly, but probably the case. Against One Small Step doesn't matter. Against How I Learned... probably doesn't matter. Against the Brush doesn't matter. Against ABM doesn't matter. Against ABM, maybe Salt is better because I can pick up the ABM. Alright, this is more flexible. I feel Salt is better. Quagmire, okay. Ooh, I could pick OPEC and throw it into Quagmire. That's an option. Containment would have been such a good headline here. Oh my god. If I'm using any of those events this turn, it's probably Junta. But I cannot use Junta as a generic source of ops. Let's go voice. Voice is never bad, right? Okay, that looks like Europe scoring. I could give up Lone Gunman now. Get rid of it for good. Hold task node and, I don't know, Indo-Pakistani war. I don't have to start with it. Okay, let's spread and see what he does. He doesn't know my hand yet, so he may feel pressured to drop Central if he has it now before I grab Cuba. So this will put some pressure on him, allow me to calmly take Pakistan. I don't think I want to give him Lone Gunman. I think I would prefer to hold Ask Not and Load Gunman. Because if I discard it after the shuffle, I have a guarantee that he won't come back. I think I will try to Kuzair the next opportunity I get. Or actually... maybe not. This is... I feel like this situation is really complicated. South African unrest just goes for Pakistan. This is fine. So I could technically use Voice of America to kick him out of Pakistan and Iran. That's actually a good use of voice. I could just take Pakistan with alliance. And if he takes India, I will use in the Pakistani war for that. Okay, so so there are basically three moves here. Either I use Olympic Games to take India, or I use alliance to take Pakistan, or I just ignore that. Or I use voice. I don't have a great use of voice for this turn. I cannot cut him off out of any region, like fully. But if I do that, I kind of cut him out of Pakistan, at least for one turn at least. So I think this is a fair use of it, especially when I know that I have to play it this turn. I cannot hold it because I'm holding Kennedy and Gunman. Okay, this makes sense, of course. I don't feel like I have a great chance of fighting for Chile. So I will grab Pakistan before he does and grab France. Because I don't want to worry about it after the DEFCON is lowered. Because Truman is already gone. So after I could Zaire in the future, he could just use it as an opportunity to go into France. Of course. Thank God I'm in Jordan, I guess. Oh man. Okay, let's go for Zaire now. Of course. Okay, let's try once more. Okay, now it worked. That's nice. I suppose he will try to Kuzair back. Unless he has some other obligation he needs to deal with. Sure. Yeah, fucking course. Man. Sure. Now I guess I have to take Cuba. Defcon will be at 4. Nothing I can do. I will just grab Chile. I mean, grab. I will put one up more into Chile. I could get presents in the Middle East at 2. No, not that. Absolutely not. Ah, shit. Okay, so this is, of course, the worst half of the cards that were left. He got NATO, he got Brezhnev, and he got ABM. Which is tragic. But I'm afraid there is nothing I can do. He also got... The fact that he got fucking Brezhnev... Man... This bear trap isn't even good now. And I guess I will start with Kennedy. I could also start with Africa, since there's... It's really not probable that he will be able to deal with Africa in the headline phase. He has one card I don't know. And from what I know, the worst he can do to me is ABM. Technically, ABM could grant him equality in Africa if he doesn't coup. Do I care about it? I guess I do. But, oh my god. Like, he would have to go out of his way to equalize Africa with ABM. Maybe I'm fine with him doing so. Fucking ABM. Let's see what he does. Because there are a lot of things he would like to do with ABM. If he uses it to take a bunch of African non-battlegrounds and breaks off Africa or something like that, then I guess I'm fine with it. So, let's see. Okay, he used it to get 2 VPs. Defcon is still at 4, so he may do whatever he wants with it. Jesus Christ. Okay, I feel like I really... Oh, I cannot do that because now Defcon is free. Sure, so I'm not doing that. Then I guess the best I can do is coup Panama, because maybe I can squeeze something out of Central. Yeah, right. Unbelievable. Even if I take India and get shuttle. Asia is gone. Formosan is not even an option anymore, so I guess this is not going to be my source of VPs of any kind. Therefore, India is kind of pointless to take at this point. It's not worth anything. I guess it's worth 1 VP, but I don't even have a good card to take it with. U2 is worth 2 VPs because he has UN intervention, of course. So I guess I will just use Kennedy and drop everything because this hand is dog shit. I will keep containment as hopefully my next headline. And see what I can do with this. The world would be so beautiful if he got Missile Envy and evented it now. Okay, Muslim Revolution is surprisingly annoying. It looks almost free, but this almost is basically the price of me being kicked out of the Middle East. Okay, now he's left with only 1 ops. I'm afraid I cannot really take advantage of that in any real way. What sucks is that I need to take Jordan anyway. I mean, I need to at least enter it anyway, because otherwise I'm really vulnerable to any realignments in the Middle East. So I guess I will need to use Nixon for that. Unless I want to play the China card. You cannot stop me from my domination in Europe, so at least that. Oh, really? He's holding UN. Okay. On the other hand, that's not real. What the fuck? Sure, at least I got aims for the Middle East, I guess. Containment will make it a little bit more bearable. I guess I will skip an action round, because I need to get rid of blockade and Middle East. That's sure. Not that I have any choice. Unbelievable. Unless I try going for Europe control, maybe this is the best way for me to win this game. It would be really hard with no access to jump or solidarity, but kind of smells like OPEC. He doesn't even care about Zaire, so he may just as well have OPEC and War Games, but if that's the case, there is absolutely nothing I can do. So I will give him Korean War and realign. Okay. Okay. And I guess I can go for Angola now. Whoa. AWACS are useless, but they grant me 2 influence in Saudi. This is interesting. I could fight for Saudi. Do I have a chance of getting Europe control? I think I am fooling myself. But do I have a chance to win in final scoring? I also don't think so. This looks lost as fuck. Maybe I can win with Defcon. But then nothing matters. I just need to survive so he can lose to Defcon. Okay, regardless of what I'm going for, I think Spacing Socialist is best here. First of all, I need the VPs to survive and not lose to wargames if that's possible at all. And second of all, if I'm going to go for Europe control, I really want to avoid weakening my position in Europe in any way, shape or form. So I think this is the way. Also, if he had the Iron Lady, he would have used it earlier to take Argentina, so... Whoa! Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. This means he has some problems. Good. Let's now do this. Okay, so this has to be the CIA. He has the CIA. He actually does. Wait, no, but he also has the UN intervention. What the hell? Wait, what? I'm so confused. This makes no sense. Wait, Doesn't he have the UN? Did I miss something? He has the UN. And if he spaces the 5-year plan, he has the CIA, right? Why would he space the 5-year plan if he doesn't have the CIA? And if he has the CIA, why wouldn't he just play the CIA with UN? This makes no sense. I don't understand this. Why did he space this? What does he have in hand that because if he has any DEFCON card other than the CIA, if he had any DEFCON card other than the CIA, he would have spaced that card instead of the 5-year plan. Like Star Wars, space. Grain sales, space. Does he? Oh my god, does he? Oh, I know what's happening. Wait, this is so stupid. Like, maybe... Okay, so my theory is that maybe his hand now is like Marshall Plan, UN intervention, and turn down this wall. And he doesn't want to play tear down this wall because he's afraid I have Star Wars? No, but he has to play it anyway. Unless he's playing UN intervention for no reason. I don't understand this. I'm trying to craft a theory that would explain this whole mess, but I am not able to. Let's see. I wanna see what he has prepared. Oh, he didn't want to skip a turn. Wait, but he... No. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Okay, so he may have the reformer. And then I cannot possibly win by Europe control. If he doesn't have reformer, he has no tools to fight against Chernobyl, unless... no, he just has no tools. I mean, he may purge me and then I'm screwed, but like, whatever. To get Europe control, I need 2 to break. Like, I need 4 to break, then 2 to equalize, and then 3 to take. So that's 4 plus 2 plus 3, that's 9. For 2 countries, that's 18. So that's like 4, 8, 11, 14, 18. Technically, I could go for it. But if something goes wrong, for example, he has the reformer, then I'm cooked. What if I succeed? If I succeed, then he cannot win by Europe control himself, obviously. He cannot win by war games because I'm holding them and salt is gone. So if I went for this, he would have to... Wait, if I went for this, he would have to win by 20 VPs before the final scoring. But that doesn't seem possible. So what the hell am I doing? Do I just assume that he doesn't have a reformer? This looks bad. This headline is suspicious too. Is it better than my chances of winning in final scoring if I play duck and cover? Oh, you're making it too obvious. Let's see what I discard. Kitchen debates and Iron Contra, please. Please. Fuck you. Was a payoff for him holding the UN for so long. Ooh, special, I will take special. The goal is gone and Suez is gone, yeah, so West Germany is the best target for overprotection. Unfortunate, but okay. What's sad is that he will be up to VPs, so Reformer will be way stronger than it should be. So it's basically about him getting the Reformer or not at this point, let's be real. I just pray that he doesn't get Reformer and he prays that he does. Let's see. Please give me Reformer. Or Purge. I can get Purge. If I get Purge, he can get Reformer. I'm fine with it. Oh my god. Okay, there is no Purge or Reformer. There is Star Wars though. And Star Wars is a guaranteed hit. I have ABM, so I can counter most of the Reformer with Star Wars. I guess that's the best I can do really. So let's see. Purge. I could purge him back. Okay, let's see. If everyone's purged, no one's purged. That's the rule. He may be... Huh. What are you trying to do? Why did you do that? Justin? Justin? Justin, what was that? Wait, is he going for a 20 VP win? There is no way, right? Like, what's the best he can get? It's 5 from OPEC, that's 9, 16. Holy shit! No, come on. Okay, I guess in this case I will try to fight for South America a bit. But Jesus. Oh my god, please don't have Asia and South America and OPEC. I'm gonna do crimes. Oh, this game is breaking my mind. Okay. That's nice, I guess. Doesn't matter. Holy shit. I'm too weak to play this game. I'm too weak. Okay, does it change anything if I overprotect more? It's really tough. Is Quagmire... No, Quagmire is gone. I guess the answer is no. So I guess I should at least try to get the full value of Millops. Okay, that's good. Because like, what he... Shit, he also has the China card, which drives me crazy, but... So the worst case scenario for me now is that he has Asia, South America, OPEC, Reformer, and like China card. He obviously hasn't like some one other card that doesn't matter. He's not gonna play it. But okay, but like he would have to start playing those now. Okay, I will coup once more. Okay, thank God. And this doesn't matter. Anything but one is okay here. So now he cannot score South America immediately. Okay, he coups. Really? Do I coup back with Willy? Do I coup back with Willy? Do I? He has 4 moves left. 4 moves. Wait, okay, he cannot break my Europe control right now, right? There's no way. He never does. This just never works, right? Because I have extra moves. I have turn 8. It's this turn, right? I have action round 8. With action round 8, I always have 2 moves to repair Reformer damage, even if it happens. So I just don't care, right? So my only job is to not die before the game ends. Okay, then I coup. This doesn't matter. Okay, nice. This was not A1. So this sucks because I gave him an extra VP from Yuri and Samantha. This was my mistake. Oh my god. I didn't take this into consideration, and I should have, because it was already after the North Seoul, right? Yeah, that was my bad. Stupid mistake. Okay. Okay, nice. Oh, thank god he rolled poorly on those rolls. I don't even know if that matters, but... Okay, I will get an extra VP. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change anything. He's just hoping. Okay, he's just hoping that I have something to bail him out. But fortunately for me, I don't. Oh! What a clean win! So satisfying. Oh man. Okay, I was really tilted this game after our previous encounter. Oh, but this feels good. And I probably had a lot more luck than I gave it credit for during this whole game, especially in the late phases. Like, this hand was crazy, this hand was just good enough, but it felt very, very weird. Oh, really? First time ever. Well, first time for everything, I guess.
Well, that's it. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next game, who I will be playing against a mysterious opponent in the OTSL. See you next time.